Razvani for FightHype.com. We're out here in Brixton at the Miguel's boxing gym with my man Spencer Fearon. Spence, what's going on?
I'm good, you know. Even better for seeing you, Raz. I mean, you're happily married now, ain't you?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's a big smile on your face now. Because I know that you was devout on this thing. You know what I mean? But did they fly over from Pakistan, the wife?
No, they didn't.
They didn't, you sure?
No.
Are you sure?
From the UK.
She's not a freshie?
Not a freshie. Not a freshie at all. Yeah, it's been a few.
Are you sure? You're not lying to Kalia? No?
What brings you down?
Yeah, come on, man. Everyone was tweeting Andre Ward like where to come down to, and I saying like a lot of like a couple of American guys, like Malik who works with Bernard Hopkins. All these guys are saying, yeah, man, check Spence. So maybe they was looking for a Brixton gym, and you know what I mean, Miguel's has been here a hot minute now. Miguel's has been here since '98. So yeah.
And you were you were the first.
I was actually by default, because it should have been Danny Williams who was the first pro to box out of here, but I was the first professional fighter to box out of here. Then Danny Williams was the one second after me, but Danny was the one that kind of brought me down here. And like, we was training here many moons ago, and like the owner of the gym, John Sims, he used to be the head coach at the Lynn. So when people say go to the Lynn, I'm saying, God, man, I said going to the Lynn, because when you're talking about all the champions that came out of the Lynn, who won ABA championships and stuff like that, John Sims, especially like in the early 80s, 90s, was the guy that trained them. So it may not. So it's good that Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley came down there. I've got a lot of time for Tim Bradley. I interviewed him when he beat Junior Witter. What was that? 2008. The years go on. They go rapid, man. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I got a lot of time for Tim Bradley as well, man. Nice guy, man. Very nice guy.
One of the reasons why Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley came to the gym, because they're in the UK covering the fight tomorrow night, Lomachenko, Luke Campbell for ESPN, which is on Sky Sports box office. I'm not gonna lie, every person I've spoken to say this is mission impossible for Luke Campbell. Would you agree?
Is it mission impossible? No, nothing is ever impossible, right? And it's impossible till somebody does it, right? And Muhammad Ali, like, but it's not an easy task, because you are dealing with a fantastically gifted human being in Lomachenko that does literally matrix stuff. You know what I mean? And I would say, like, not for the fact, let's not go over like on the chances of Luke Campbell and all that. I think people should get behind Luke Campbell. I think, what is he meant to do? He is a guy that is relishing to fight the best, so he should be commended for saying like, yeah, I'm going out and I want to fight the best. Who's the best? Well, Lomachenko's the best, period. And he wants to pit his skills up against Lomachenko, and it's that belief. If you've got that belief, you know what I mean, and what you have to realize is that when you believe in your belief becomes your reality. But you have to truly believe in it. So you know what I mean? Instead of people, we're living in a culture now where we like to shit on people's aspirations. And I'll say people want to shit on your aspirations, have no aspirations for themselves, don't do nothing, are living a very, very sad life. And money doesn't make you happy, you know? Right? Happiness makes you happy. So what you do to make yourself happy, and people, we are so conditioned where we got this confused admiration. It's confused admiration because it's so, straight away it's like, let me just hate on this person. Why do you hate? I don't know. We go to I just don't like him. Why don't you like him? He's too cocky. Guy's never been cocky in his life. Why don't you like him? He's doing this. This is just human nature now, and it's been perpetuated more because you're on social media. But people haven't realized that you've been programmed to not relish and appreciate someone going after their dreams and aspirations. What kind of craziness is that? Shouldn't that be something of motivation to you, where you're seeing somebody go after their desires? And they haven't cheated to get to it. They're actually going after their desire. I think we should give Luke Campbell all the credit in the world, especially how he performed against Jorge Linares. Do you know what I mean? Especially how he performed in there, because his dad just passed away. Do you understand the stress? You know what I mean? No, not talking at your personal business, but you know what that's like because you just lost your father. I know what it's like because 15 years ago, I lost my dad. I know the burden of that, and he still went and fought. And he fought gallantly, and it was a close fight against Jorge Linares, who technically is one of the best technical fighters in the world today. So come on, man, let's just call it how it is. Let's just support. Instead of trying to drag down people, let's try and support people. You know what I mean? There's an old saying in Jamaica, like, if you're digging a pit, make sure you dig 2, 1 for me and 1 for you. Simple as that.
Lomachenko, widely regarded as the best pound for pound fighter in the world.
Yeah.
Before I come to pound for pound, where does he rank amongst those great names that have been in the sport?
It's gonna be. It's very. You know what? I remember when he came in, he did toe-to-toe on Sky with me, and I had to apologise to him because I really thought Nicholas Waters was going to knock him out. And of course I'm going to be biased because Nicholas Waters is Jamaican. And of course I'm going to be biased because I actually know Nicholas Waters' dad. Of course I'm going to be biased, that's it, right. I'm of Jamaican descent, that's right. But on everything, right. But I'm saying, on the reals, I thought Nicholas Waters just puts it on him, and he made a believer out of me. The skill set, he made Nicholas Waters quit, right? Nicholas Waters Jamaican, you know? He's trying to like bad man thing. No, he quit. He made like, Nicholas was like, nah, I don't want to carry on. What? So when you watch that, I'm saying, nah, Lomachenko's serious. He's very, very skilled, and I'd rather like to judge him when he's retired to see like what, you know what I mean? Because like people they're getting gas because they've never seen something like that before. Obviously, they've never really studied Pernell Whitaker. Obviously, I'll tell you the next guy who's defensively a genius, a guy called George Benton, who eventually went on, he trained Evander Holyfield, he trained Pernell Whitaker, Magic Taylor, he worked with these. George Benton, he wasn't the originator of the Philly shell or the shoulder roll. He wasn't the originator of it. But the thing about what he did do, he was a man that really publicized it. Where people, look at this guy's fantastic boxer. He was a middleweight back in the 60s, but he was an absolutely fantastic fighter. George Benton, go look him up. You guys go look him up. Scientific, trying to have a level. But unfortunately, what we have now, we have people who don't watch boxing, and if they do watch boxing, they're looking for a knockout. And if someone goes, he can't fight, this one can't fight, these same little fat potato caps people want to tell you who can fight and who can't fight. Do you know what I mean? Like, but on the reals, Lomachenko is something special. He is something special, but it's nothing that I haven't seen before in a great man like in Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker to me was far more defensively better than Lomachenko. But Lomachenko is a genius. Don't get twisted. Period. He's a genius, and what I have to do, I love his mental aptitude. A great fighter, man.
If he wins tomorrow night, Lomachenko, he has 3 of the 4 belts.
Yeah.
And I think the last person to do that was Pernell Whitaker.
Well, Pernell Whitaker didn't have 4 because at the time
the WBO
wasn't regarded. At the time of Pernell Whitaker, 89, the WBO was just introduced then, right? I think the first person to fight for that. The WBO came in, I think 88 the WBO came in to play, but it wasn't regarded as anything. Having a WBO belt back then was like having an IBO belt, right? So it wasn't regarded as anything. Of now, then you're thinking like, because of how boxing being fragmented and the dissemination of titles being fragmented for TV stations, you could get a really good fighter who gets the WBO title and will raise the name of it. And the person that I think the WBO should be thankful for should be Tommy Hearns, because Tommy Hearns, when he brought it up to a level, but then Tommy Hearns loosely regarded that, because when Tommy Hearns fought Sugar Ray Leonard, was that June 12th, 89, you know, right? Oh, he's on box rec. No, I got it up here, brother. Right? When those two fought, Tommy Hearns discarded on the WBO title. It's the same thing like when Lennox Lewis fought Henry Akawande. Henry Akawande fought for the WBC title. He discarded the WBO title. And if that was the case and Henry Akawande did, then Lennox Lewis had all 4 belts as a heavyweight. Something that's never been done before, right? But it didn't matter, because at the time we didn't regard the WBO as a title like, oh yeah, it's a big title. You know what I mean? Because if that was the case, Larry Holmes would have been regarded as a WBO champion when he beat Ray Mercer. You guys, you ain't watched that fight, go watch that. Larry Holmes versus Ray Mercer. I think that was 91. Incredible. Larry Holmes school. Larry Holmes just veteraned him out. So if he wins that, then he's gonna 3 of the 4 belts. Okay, hold up a second. Terence Crawford has won all 4 belts. Terence Crawford has done that already. So on the reels, pound for pound, best fighter in the whole world right now. Sometimes I go Terence Crawford, sometimes I go Lomachenko. So when they fight, then I go on their side. When they don't fight, well, I just appreciate boxing, man. They are the 3 top pound for pounds out. Canelo, Lomachenko, Bud Crawford, and you can mix them up how you want to mix them up. You know what I mean? And we can't even get into the argument, but they are all great fighters.
When you look at Lomachenko now in the 135 division, he beats Luke Campbell. Let's say he goes for that 4th belt, but where does his long-term future lie, and who's out there that could potentially cause him problems?
Yeah, but you see, this is what like on certain times, right? It's not. If you're just a dominant figure in your weight category, then that's what you said. You got to think like, you know what I mean? Joe Louis held the world heavyweight title the longest of anybody, right? And if you look through Joe Louis's resume, right, he had a thing called the Bum of the Month, right? So there weren't no great names, but Joe Louis just constantly kept on doing it. Held the title for 11 and a half years. That's amazing, right? So sometimes it's like, well, what can Lomachenko go? You know what I mean? I would still like to see Mikey Garcia versus Lomachenko, because I think Mikey Garcia is a badass. Forget about Mikey Garcia who tried to jump up to welterweight and fight a super middleweight coming down or a light heavyweight coming down. Don't forget about that. I think Mikey Garcia, and I know that can happen because allegedly now Eddie Hearn is trying to sign Mikey, and if that happens, I know DAZN can put that money up to make Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia. That's the fight. If he's gonna get through Luke Campbell, and suggestions say that you will get past Luke Campbell, that's the fight, because I really do rate Mikey Garcia, depending what he got left mentally.
Bob Arum has gone on record to say that he'd like to see Lomachenko go down, probably 126, and Inoue to come up, and they both meet roughly around that 126 mark.
No,
Will we appreciate the fight? Because they're both, well, one's coming down, one's coming up.
That'd be nice, but he's only coming down to what he's already been. But Lomachenko's a big guy. You got to think, when he came here 2012 and won an Olympic gold medal, that was at lightweight. People seem to forget that, right? But then he went down 2 weights. You know what I mean? So all the credit in the world should be given to him. But if Inoue, I would, yeah, because Inoue is only going up 1 weight. I'd like to see that fight, because one thing we know for certain, Inoue can really punch. Ridiculous. And it's not just he just punches, he positions you to throw those shots to knock you out. And I like how he throw down to the body, but he spin his body so then he can come over the right hand. Inoue is the real deal. So yeah, if they could do that, I'll be into watching that fight. But I still think Lomachenko will beat Inoue.